Alright, and hello. Welcome to another multiplayer Minecraft Monday. I'm your host Daniel. Joining me today is no one right now. I don't know if there will be anyone right now, but in any case, let's just get the show on the road, I suppose.
Trapezoid connected.
Oh, well, there we go. Hello, Alex. Alright, and hello. Welcome to another multiplayer Minecraft Monday. I'm your host Daniel.
Oops, I've got a
Joining me
window
today
open.
is no one right now.
Trapezoid entered channel.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Trapezoid? Yes, I have no microphone.
Ah, okay. Well, thank goodness for text-to-speech then. Huh. Well, alright. Looking at the stream, I somehow miraculously survived, and the server seemed to have survived, sort of, after our sort of ill-fated experimentation with anvil explosives. But, okay, well, guess we'll just re-engage that, and just make sure nobody actually pushes the button again. Eh. Oh, or maybe not. In any case, today, I think, the reason why we have not been attracting a gigantic rampaging monster is because there's a lack of anything to eat here. You know, giant monsters cannot survive merely on buildings and, you know, atomic explosives. So, we are going to build giant foods. I think we'll start off with probably just doing a giant cake. So, we'll get started on that over here.
Did you say giant egg?
Cake.
Oh, okay.
You know, relatively easy to build. But first thing first, we'll get our model, study it, comparison to a regular block. So it's about half height. I think we have the right colors for this. Let's say go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tall. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we'll clear out an area and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Okay. So yeah, I think building a giant cake will attract giant monsters. You know, it's perfectly sound logic.
That's science right there. Everything is still covered with ice.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not really a whole lot we can do about that.
Where can I? Oh, there you are. Never mind. What are you making a cake out of?
I think for now just wool. It's easiest to color it with. For the first one at least.
Let me help you with that. Oh, I dented it. There, it's fine.
Alright. Yep. He disappeared again.
Yeah, I launched it with the wrong amount of RAM again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, got enough space. Alright, so let's see, 14 by 14 area to start off with, I guess. I'll have to keep the model cake served around. Now, the interesting thing about the filler is that you can't quite use it as a really cheap quarry, Bolt Forge, just because like for blocks that are not like dirt and gravel, it just like any minerals mined by it just sort of disappear really quickly.
Well, it just throws them on the ground, or does it like destroy them?
Or at least it may not do it in the version that we have, but according to the wiki, it'll actually just destroy the blocks. Like they'll just despawn after a couple seconds.
That's
Rather
about
than sticking around, so you can't use it as really a cheap alternative.
Yeah, quarries, I remember at the beginning were very expensive. Required like 11 diamonds or something.
Something like that, yeah. It was like 2 years. And
Yeah, that was 2 diamond gears and a diamond pick or something. Of course, at the end we had a diamond fountain, but in the beginning, expensive. I guess that fountain is still running. Let me go check.
probably is.
Yep. Still only shoots in one direction. It's pretty weird. That's life.
One. Yeah, I mean, at some point though, like the amount of effort you're putting into making a quarry alternative, just sort of, it at some point just becomes easier to just make a quarry. That's 8 high. So 2, 3. Never mind. It's kind of annoying.
Do you know if the leaf blower only works on contiguous material?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, I guess I mean the axe instead.
Oh, I think so. The search does not continue if there's a gap, or even if it's like diagonally connected.
Okay.
Not sure about that one, but.
Okay, well, I won't set the radius to maximum this time. Maybe I'll go use it over here just in case.
Just in case. I mean, when I had my, an accident.
Accident.
Yeah. With the giant tree, like it didn't chop down any of the trees nearby, like the swamp trees that were nearby. So, don't think it does that.
Huh? Maybe it's not doing anything.
Actually, that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not really.
Looking at this, I guess it's got. We'll build a frame. No, let's see if I'm dropping any frames.
This tree is fireproof. Friggin' swamp.
Nope, don't think it's on our end, Bolt Forge.
guess I should get in the shop. I don't know what's going on.
Actually, no. Probably only want to make this half as tall. What color is that? I mean, I guess I could just make the cakes out of cakes, but unfortunately they're not quite the right size. You end up with a whole bunch of floating gaps.
It's,
All right, what color
Cake
would I make this
facade.
out of?
Do we have cake facade actually?
I think we probably do. Oh, well, maybe not. No, unfortunately. That's too bad. Considering you have it for like everything else. This will make it, I don't know, bottom, just make it orange.
You know, I had another thought about why we don't have a giant monster. I'm gonna get working on that.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems obvious in retrospect. I'll tell you in a minute.
Alright, I'll find out. How do you mean Wolforge? Like on the stream, like this thing right here? That's just IRC clients, and I'm using XSplit to capture a section of the window. It's mostly there just so that, if you're watching this in an archive, it's like, I'm just talking to no one, haha, and, adds a little context. Well, I guess it'll be kind of a carrot cake-ish deal.
Put carrots on the top.
Alright, let's see. So looking at that, it looks like we alternate 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay. This cake is also going to be filled with monsters too, because it's hollow. It's going to be the worst cake ever.
That would be a cake of disappointment.
Oh, I guess the other part of how I'm showing the chat on stream like that is that we have a really cool IRC bot that bridges the Twitch chat with our IRC channel, which is why I'm using an IRC client, not just capturing the chat window directly. I don't know, it looks nicer, sort of. Yeah, we don't have any, like, slightly darker orange that I need, which is unfortunate. But make do, I guess. Yeah, it's like one of those like the cakes with like the stripper inside, except it's not strippers. It's just death and pain, monsters.
Sounds pretty much like my bachelor party. That's why I'm not married.
Alright, looks like it probably gray.
Okay, hopefully this doesn't interrupt anything up there.
So I see you're deep underground right now.
Doing some science. Yeah, like, where else does giant monsters come from but from, like, nuclear experiments?
Well, that's true. That is true. And I guess, you know, the wipe did, we no longer have the fusion reactor anywhere. And we never had any uranium to begin with, so we could never have a fission reactor.
Got a breeder reactor down here, which I have no idea how to use. Let's only work on that.
So last Thursday when we were doing the Terraria capture the gem thing, that was the other members of Cloudboat Armada, just various friends of ours. They appear semi-regularly whenever we do things like that, but
Not cool enough to be here all the time.
I know, by and large, I think it's just us two.
You blow their minds.
I guess I could have made this out of like rock wool and made this cake fireproof. Oh well. I imagine Alex is trying to set up, you know, a nuclear reactor that can go horribly awry and, you know, just radiation everywhere. And as everyone knows, radiation is how you get giant monsters.
True story. Science fact.
You know, one of the leading causes of giant monster infestations.
I guess when you're an admin, you get to see all everyone's messages.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it, or is it just a consequence of the that plugin? Like,
I think I made you an op, so it just like gives you everything.
all right, well. Oh, now for the hard parts. Getting the, I guess there's strawberries. I don't actually know. What are the red things on the top of the cake? Alright, I guess all the cakes orient themselves in the same direction, so this makes it a little bit easier. Oh, it doesn't have to be, it just can be approximate. Sprinkles. These are huge sprinkles if they are. Be like a wafer of sprinkles.
Delicious. I'll eat that. Alright, well, I have no idea if this thing is working, but I put fuel in it.
Well, what you should, if you're making a nuclear reactor, you should definitely attach a thermometer to it so you can tell when it's about to explode. You know, and whether you want to actually stop it exploding or not.
Well, I did put it deep underground, so... I can't figure out how to check on its status without pulling out the fuel rods, which is kind of annoying.
Alright,
This is the, oh, you're working on sprinkles. Oh, that looks pretty good. Coming along nicely.
might as well just teleport myself to you to see your
So,
local reactor.
Sure, but, okay, fine. The entrance is right here, but I just came out of the ground, so here. Now you can teleport.
Okay.
If you want.
Danger. Whee! Yeah. Okay, we're all irradiated. Yeah, so you see this? It's currently at 1,277 Celsius and climbing. Once it gets
That's pretty warm.
2,000, it'll explode. So, FYI.
This water is very resilient.
Or maybe it's slightly more than 2,000, but... Oh, no.
Okay then. I guess that warning level was set inappropriately.
Well, it was, you know, they were at different temperatures. So I wasn't really paying attention to the one that we first put on, but I think the one in the center exploded.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or, you know, whichever one you put in first. Yep, there you go. In fact, you can even rig up an alarm to the thermometer to let you know, like, slightly beforehand.
Why spoil the surprise? Oh, I guess you'd want to see it. Well, it's good that you came down when you did, evidently.
Yeah, no, and so here we have the nuclear pits, and you're just tossing spent fuel rods.
What's the worst that could happen?
Hello there, XX Perry Mason XX. I have to say that is, of all the characters to have like the whole XX sort of thing around, Perry Mason is not one I would associate with.
Oh God, what have I done?
So props to you.
Oh God. Your cake is fine, surprisingly. I thought I just turned it into a reactor.
uh, what did you do?
I made a fission reactor that seems to be quite tall. The definition
Yeah.
of radius seems to be somewhat flexible here. Since the
Now it's,
previous thing had a radius of 20, and this thing has a radius of 30, but seems to be going straight up. So I don't know what they mean by radius
yeah,
exactly.
that is pretty strange. Like normally it is just what you'd think it would be for these things. Although I guess I never really played around with the fission reactors.
Alright, so what the heck did I just make?
So you made a reactor that just stacks up and has a whole bunch of control rods. It looks like all on one side.
I'm at the top of it if you care. Not that it's going to help you figure out what the heck is going on.
So the side like over here, these things are control rods, I think.
Oh, okay. Those are very tall controller robots.
And so if we apply a current to them, let's get a lever out. No, well, maybe not. I think they're the control rods. Oops. Oh dear. That was a mistake.
Oh no! I destroyed one. Dang it. I destroyed another one.
Yeah, no, they're the control rods, all right. I don't remember how exactly you're supposed to. I don't think this is how they're supposed to work. But like the basic design for these things is that the control rod will be activated by the thermometer, and then it'll go in, it'll move, and then touch the reactor, and that'll stop stop the reaction and stop it from exploding.
Oh, so is the stuff in the center then? Is that where the material is?
Yeah, no, that's the giant stack of reactors. Looks like.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go inside and check it out. Oh, it's empty. I can fix that.
You got all that gigantic pile of spent fuel rods you have over there.
Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. It's pretty lame. You have to manually issue control rod commands.
Well, I mean, you can automate it. I
Oh,
saw
that's
the
a good point.
move. I get to turn it into one giant turbine. I think apparently that's more efficient. Maybe, maybe not. When it's like all like this. Oh, huh. Well, that's nifty. Should probably just put a hazmat suit on. These radiation particles are kind of annoying.
It's extremely hard to tell which one of these have stuff in them.
Oh, so are you just like shoving fuel rods into the reactors? So it's going to explode at some point that we have no idea when.
Oh, I think one fuel rod fills up the entire tower. That explains it.
Really?
No. I can't really figure out what the heck is going on, to be honest.
I may be... No, I'm not. I don't think I am.
Oh, maybe it's just like burning through them really fast, unless you're also clicking on.
I may be inserting pills into the into the reactor chamber.
Bill's here.
Maybe in more current versions of the nuclear energy mod, but in this case, we're still running the 1521. So you know, as long as the whole suit is intact, it just works indefinitely, as far as I can tell. I think. Let's turn creative mode off. No, never mind. I'm going to get irradiated in short order after this thing degrades.
Good for you. Gives you extra energy. Energy for sports. Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
well.
I mean, still though, it'll last long enough. Like, this thing isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon. These things have a lot of durability.
Okay, well, if this thing ever does explode, it'll probably be spectacular.
Wait, I take that back.
You seem to be having a trouble.
I'm just drowning now. Just turn creative mode back on. Yep, I gotta say, this is like the worst nuclear disaster just waiting to happen right here. Just this stack of reactors on top of a irradiated site. It's just, this is terrible.
You're right, we should destroy these cooling vents. It'll make it a lot easier to access the reactor.
Oh, huh. So apparently, if you have a thermometer selected, I can actually just right click on this reactor and see. So I'm just gonna stick some fuel into some of these because, you know, it's a thing. Actually, no, I don't know. Some of them, only some of them you can click on. I don't even know if that was the thermometer.
I have installed the thermometer on the top. Temperature is currently going down.
Well, there's a reactor at the bottom that has a fuel cell in it that at some point will explode. I think. Maybe not.
Okay, now the temperature is going up. I messed with the fuel on the top too. Oh, now it's going down again.
Probably just ran out of fuel.
I think it just uses the one. I think it's one fuel cell for the entire stick, but it burns through it in like 10 seconds.
You just need to keep feeding it fuel.
Good idea.
Oh, well, good having you on again, Boltforge. Siren. Yes. Eh? That's strange. Apparently sirens are not... It's not a block I can give myself. Or something.
There. On it. It is hard to keep this stupid thing fed. Maybe make a hopper or something.
Oops, that was not what I wanted to do.
Hoppers solve all problems. There we go. This should keep it fed. Yeah, it just eats through that fuel like crazy.
I'm trying to remember how. Oops, that's going in the wrong direction. Didn't remember. This thermometer is useless. Maybe if I just cycle all the way around. Oh, no, no. It, in fact, just keeps going to more and more temperature, higher temperatures.
Why wouldn't it? Putting in more fuel. Why are you messing up my reactor?
Well, I think it'll probably go, it'll announce that it's going to explode like a split second before it does.
Seems a bit. I don't suppose there's a hotkey for fill the inventory I have open with the item thing. Like from the
Shift.
picker.
No, from the picker? No, I don't think so.
That'd be so convenient. From either one, really. Also, non-stacking items is a pain.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, it's going to, well, oh no, it's hovering at 1850. Just below when it's going to, it's supposed to start warning us.
I'll take care of that. These friggin' fans are way too good at their job, I tell you. That sounds good.
Well, I just lowered it.
Oh.
Alright, you just need to make it 100 degrees warmer. Well, 150 if you want it to explode, but...
I destroyed all the fans. Why is the temperature going down?
Well, I mean, the turbines are just there for the energy generation. They don't think they actually
Oh.
thus they remove any heat.
Oops.
I
Well, I guess this thing is working then.
Just
What a
how
bummer.
I designed this.
That's so sad.
That's
It actually works.
Actually. You've successfully created a safe nuclear reactor.
This isn't what I wanted.
Yeah, look
Fine,
at
in that
go.
case I might as well make something useful out of it.
See that energy. I mean, normally though, this would be a prohibitive amount of nuclear fuel that you're burning through. For what?
definitely maxing out the input. Gotta make an armor charging station somehow.
Alright, well, it's an approximation of the cake. I guess I can put a gigantic explosive in the middle. Just in case. Actually, no. I was going to set up with a trap, or whatever it was, the pressure plates. But then, you know, if monsters spawn on it, they'll inadvertently cause the end of the world. That would be bad. Ish.
Click a button.
Why do I have all these fuel rods?
You know, this isn't generating nearly as much power as it looks like it is.
Well, no, I mean, like, as we found out, you know, fusion power is supposed to be the top of the line. That's you know, the end game for energy generation in the nuclear energy pack, and you know that was pitiful compared to the bioreactors.
Biofuel reactors, OP.
Pretty much.
I'm disappointed.
Although I guess the one thing we never did find out was the fulmination generator, and that might actually, since we no longer have to worry about resources, that might actually be able to create a burst of energy that would be sufficient for charging armor.
I am gonna find out. Underground.
Underground and somewhere far away from everyone, since, you know, antimatter, explosives, all that.
Fine. I'll do it in the desert.
Alright, well, got one giant cake done. Maybe you should make more.
Oh, you know, that is not one of the automatic options. Or is that a single block list?
So the fulmination generators are interesting. I don't think you can actually auto build one, but they're pretty easy to do. What you want is it's the I mean you really don't know. You can build this above ground. Like I think the antimatter capsules are like it's the equivalent of TNT. If you just toss them on the ground. Actually, no, I'll just build one out here. Sure. Why not? Or where are you?
I went a little far to set up some particle accelerators.
Okay, well I guess in the middle of this we can put the fulmination generator.
Cool.
um, oh, and actually we can use the filler for it. Convenient. So what it is it's a up to I think 7x7 is the maximum, but it's a cube of the fulmination generator blocks. And so what it is you basically just make this explosion-proof chamber, and then like fill it with water, and then you toss explosives into it, and then it generates energy. And supposedly, the you can if you build it big enough, and your antimatter generator is efficient enough, you can make a self-sustaining reaction with that. The problem is it requires such a huge commitment of resources that it's just not worthwhile in anything but creative.
I forget. Was it possible to make a particle accelerator large enough that it was self-sustaining?
Yes, but again, it's the problem is that the only way to make energy directly from antimatter is with a fulmination generator.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you farm my facility here.
I think the other problem is that you have to keep feeding the antimatter, the collider, matter of some sort.
I think a hopper should take care of that pretty nicely. Hoppers, I like them more every day. But,
Well, I guess if you're going to build that over there, I'll just build the thing over where you're
well, fine.
I'll build on top of this tree. It's kind of annoying building things over water.
I like this red cable. That infinite efficiency over distance is a function of endpoints or something.
It was like, yeah, it loses efficiency for every connection or something, for every junction. Which may be why the gigantic mass setups of reactors and things weren't quite as efficient as we thought they would be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then fulmination.
It's fun to watch those things work.
Yeah.
How do you load this thing?
Okay, so we're not quite done yet. Still have to finish this off. But yeah, basically the inside's going to be filled with water, and then we actually have to attach wiring to every single block on the outside. That's kind of a pain.
The power wiring or the red net?
Power wiring. So I mean, I guess in this case we can use the filler, and that's a little
Oh,
easier.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Hello there, Hachinoka 1998.
Pioneer.
Alright, well, close enough. I think that's mostly good. Alright, I think that should be good. Hopefully.
Leaf blower. Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that tool.
Kind of single purpose, but once in a while it's really handy.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, yeah, I guess use the red net conduits for this, just because I think it requires the wooden pipes otherwise, and then you just lose a whole ton of energy.
Let's do that.
Oop, that was the wrong button. Oh god, what did I do?
We didn't just fill it, did we?
No, I think I just pressed F11 or something. Quick, cut to commercial, or not commercial, but... Ah, god, stop. Oh, there you go, you are filling it.
Not the inside, though.
No.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Wait, did you say the efficiency scales with the number of junctions? Because...
Oh, yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Also, it didn't connect to any of these. Did I get the height wrong? Yep. Good.
I certainly hope these are all pointing in the right direction, too. I don't
Nope.
know if it matters for the generators.
Probably not for these.
Um,
I got the height wrong if you didn't notice. I was doing that.
no, actually, one thing I do want to see is... Well, let's see, antimatter. But yeah, you basically just piss away grams of antimatter into this thing.
Shouldn't be a problem.
I think this is how it works. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, I guess it worked. It started the
Oh, so it did.
the collider. So hooray on
Now I
that.
just have to pipe up the other thing to put the antimatter into here.
No, yeah, no, I suppose droppers would work, huh? Yeah.
Where's the input?
Okay, so the input is that hole in the top here. You toss a piece of antimatter into it.
Oh, you literally just.
You literally just toss, yeah. I don't know if it works with like regular other explosives.
Oh, do you have to trigger this thing somehow?
Oh, is this just a dropper pointing down, I hope?
You can point them? Wait, how do you point the dropper? It's the direction you are in or the direction you click on?
I don't remember. Let's see, it should be wherever. I guess it's the direction that it'll face you. You may be able to wrench them.
There seems to be a hole in the bottom here, so I think it's okay.
No, can't wrench it.
Oh, I guess I don't need to drop it, like, directly.
Well, just, if you miss, it's gonna be terrible for everyone.
Oh, yeah. Fine.
I really hope you can't wrench these, because I think I just hit it with the wrench. Oh no, you can. I'm so sorry. I think it's not facing the right direction.
Jerk.
The Tower of Hoppers.
Or not.
No. Oh, the other thing is, you don't have a way to trigger it.
What do you think happens if I eat one of the fulmination thingies?
I mean, it'll be fine. Like, the water should absorb everything. Emphasis on should. I don't even know if that works. Nope, yep, apparently it did.
Well, that could have been the accelerator. What did you do?
I pushed the button to dispense a
Oh, I see.
antimatter.
Yeah, it works. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Anytime now. No?
So how big did you make the accelerator?
60?
60. I think that's actually like the bare minimum for
Oh, really?
like efficient generation. Yeah, these things need to be huge. It's kind of
I
ridiculous.
thought it had to be less than that to be loaded or something, but I can make it huge, that's fine.
No, I think because it, or supposedly, the chunks where the particle is being accelerated in get loaded, so it doesn't really matter. It's not supposed to matter how big it is. Again, that could just be on later versions, though.
How far away is the city?
Well, my nearest... Oh, well, considering I can see the cake... I mean, if you were to... I think if you were to unleash an antimatter explosive, I don't think it would touch our building projects.
I just don't want to build an accelerator through the city.
Well, let's see. I'm at the cake right now, and I'm at negative 159,334.
Say it again?
Oh, negative 159,334.
Okay, so you're like 100 away, it looks like.
Yeah.
Alright, are you at the edge of the cave?
Yes.
My calculations are correct.
Oh,
Oh, that could have been way bigger.
Yeah.
How about that one? Concentric particle accelerators.
I think that one's good. Like it's just on the outskirts of where we would conceivably be building. Although it might go through a mountain.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't see why that's a problem.
Well, the only problem would be if it doesn't excavate out, but it does. So
It does.
good.
I kind of want to go to a new universe and see how big I can make one. Like, theoretically, if you make it big enough, it doesn't even have to be a circle. It can just be a linear accelerator that gets it up to speed. And then if you were really clever, you would just divide each of the four into individual one lands.
Right. Though they're called Queen X.
Whack. Friggin' cables. Is our fission reactor exploded yet?
I'll go check. I haven't heard any of the alarms.
It might have just been too far away.
Yeah. Well, I did set up a whole bunch of them. Nope, it looks like it's still intact.
Weird.
Holding at, yeah, 1850. Even plus minus.
Of course, I would accidentally make a good reactor. The one time I'm trying to make a crappy one. This isn't mad science at all. This is just regular science.
Pretty much.
Okay, roll. There's vines growing on my particle accelerator. Alright. Godspeed, little sapling.
Need the cells.
I thought I just saw it accelerating.
That's strange. They're fizzling out.
Not enough power, perhaps. No, I can fix that. Dispense.
I'm pretty sure it only works like one at a time.
That's some lame stuff. I think you're right. I think it blows up the other ones. Yeah, the other particle accelerator just started up.
Yeah, again, I don't know if the fulmination generator, if we also need like a gigantic bank of batteries or something, or some ridiculous thing like that, because it generates a gigantic burst of power, but you can't sustain power unless you just like set up a timer to just gorge it with antimatter. Oh no, oh no, oh thank goodness.
There we go.
Was just an anvil.
Somebody say gigantic bank of batteries.
Of course, they're not going to discharge, or do they? Do they discharge into each other?
No, these ones you actually have to get right. There we go. That should hold a bit of energy.
Well, I guess we can look it up with the meter. Or if the multimeters actually work. These, do they? Well, currently
These don't seem to be discharging.
nothing.
Oh, probably because there's no load. Okay, now they're. Never mind. It's still idle.
Well, network saturation at 100. Try to just set one off.
There we go. Now it's going. Are the batteries draining?
I'll check. Well, that one on top isn't. One on the bottom isn't. The one on the very bottom is slightly drained, but just.
I mean, they can also transfer between each other through direct contact. I would have expected either the one on top or the bottom to be drained, but whatever. It's still accelerating, so it's not a total failure. I'm just not sure which one is draining. Either that or we've just created free energy by accident. Either way, it's a win. Also, I think now we can have a high power charging station.
Just push the button, explode some antimatter, get your stuff charged. Of course, it's only accessible to people who can already fly.
Oh, yeah, I'm beginning to see a flaw in this. In that when you take off your armor, you're going to have a problem.
I guess we can have a railway out here to the charging station. It seems I have a perpetually exploding anvil explosive over here.
That's pretty cool.
I think because the filler keeps trying to place one, only it just starts exploding immediately.
That's awesome.
I'm going to stop this before it causes something horrible to happen. Okay, so I think we've got a good number of things set to attract monsters. We have radiation, nuclear experimentation, particle accelerators just out in the open, trying to provide free energy, gigantic food. I'm hoping that this will be enough to attract monsters, or a gigantic, rampaging, city-destroying monster in particular.
Can only hope. We have no damsels, though.
Ah, that's true. Did you make this out of cheese, or is this a sponge?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the damsel.
Ah, it's true. We do not have a damsel.
Maybe I can find one. The damsel is currently playing Skyrim.
Alright, well. Oh, there is one other. I can make one more giant food item, I think. God, what was it? Can you place pumpkin pies?
I don't know.
No, apparently not. Never mind.
Oh. Oh yeah, charging up my armor and running everything for a while did put a pretty good dent in these batteries.
Time to go explode some more antimatter.
I guess I should set up like a 1 minute timer or something.
Yeah, well, they're definitely charging. So that's good. I wonder if you could set it to detect like the load on the on the cabling, and so if it ever drops below a certain point, just have it trigger.
I mean, like if there was no power available or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna say we should try and aim for in 2 weeks. Let's get the server upgrade done.
One way or the other.
One way or the other. Like even if you know it ends up just being this sort of bare bones, we just fight it with bows and arrows.
Seems legit.
Yeah. Although I guess half of our buildings are just gonna disappear if that we were to do that, but never mind that. Alright, well, I think we'll call it for the broadcast for tonight. So,
There we go. Check this historian out. If you're still here.
let's see.
Over here on this side. Square wave.
Nifty?
Should dispense. I mean, I should slow it down, I suppose.
Yes, I think that's a little bit faster than it needs to be.
Should be a bit better. I mostly just like the way it makes it go away, then you can watch it. Explosion. There it is.
That's pretty cool.
Ta-da! Programmable RedNet controller is possibly one of my favorite mods, let me tell you. Between the RedNet cable and the programmable logic, man, that thing is cool.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'll take a quick look there.
It got a lot better when I realized that square wave was one of the built-in options. Trying to make one yourself is a bit of a pain.
Well, alright, we have an automated explosion generator. That one was particularly loud. Don't know why. Possibly just my audio settings just for some reason mysteriously changed.
Oh, that's right. I was going to see if I could detect when the power levels go low or something.
Oh, that's what I set on my volume button. Whoops. Alright, in any case, we'll be, I think, signing off for now. We'll leave you with the wonderful sound of explosions. If you're just joining us, come back every Monday for more multiplayer Minecraft Mondays, as presented by Cloudboat Armada. Oh, that just spiked unexpectedly. Unless you pushed the button or something.
Oh, I was messing with it, yeah.
In any case, yes, multiplayer Minecraft Mondays on Mondays, Terraria, or possibly something else every Thursday. Yes, I've been your host, Daniel.
I'm Alex.
And keep mining, everyone.